Hello my friend, and welcome to a brand new studio vlog. I'm recording this voiceover in November, but most of the footage that you'll be seeing is actually from around the end of August / very early September. I got injured on my family vacation in May and spent the summer recovering from surgery in my hometown with my parents. My previous video is all about what happened there, how I got injured, what the surgery involved, and all that. I got some super lovely care packages from my friends and family, and I'm showing a bit of those now. Thank you so much to everyone who sent me care packages, treats, gifts. It just warmed my heart so much. Right before I came back to Chicago, I got a pretty dramatic haircut. I forgot to record an after video that was like mirroring the before video, but you can see the haircut just through all the rest of these clips. I love it so much, and also I'm just grateful for a change. I like that it separates my post-grad look, and yeah. This was not an impulsive decision at all. I've actually been thinking about it for a really long time, and I wanted to do it after my vacation in May, but when the whole injury happened, I just didn't want my first impression of this haircut to be like trying to style it while also trying to heal. It kind of felt like the start of quarantine for a while, where I'm just grub mode activated. I'm not trying to look cute whatsoever. The first few days home from the hospital were actually pretty chill because I was so drugged up, and I was taking medication for every 3 hours, 24/7 for about the first week. Even all through the night, so like 9 p.m., midnight, 3 a.m., 6 a.m., 9 a.m., you get the idea. Thank you to my mommy for getting up every one of those times to get me situated, adjust the ice level on my leg, and just take care of me. It took a few days before my legs started really hurting, honestly. They gave me a nerve block in the hospital, which involved them putting a giant needle in my groin. And I'm not gonna lie, I was scared for this. But they said that they were gonna give me a sedative through the IV in my hand, and that I would not care that this was happening. I would be conscious, but I just wouldn't care that they were doing this. And they were totally right. They did a little ultrasound on that area so that they could find the vein, and they were showing it to me, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. After my surgery, I started doing physical therapy, and then when I moved back to Chicago, I found a different physical therapist, and I'm still doing it every week now. Over the summer, I scheduled my regular therapist from calling every other week to calling every week. You know, I knew it was about to get rough for me out here because exercise is one of the most important ways that I regulate my mental health. It's the most important part of my self-care routine, and not being able to walk at all and just being completely dependent on people to help me was difficult, as you might imagine. You know, I was kind of surprised how much me and my therapist found to talk about every week, given that nothing in my external environment was changing. I wasn't going out and doing anything. I felt really isolated most of the summer. And yeah, I told her one day, oh my gosh, Jasmine, every time our session's about to start, I think that I have literally nothing to talk about. And then we talked the entire hour, nonstop. And she understood this and said that she wasn't really surprised by this, because when you are removed from your normal environment and nothing's really happening around you, it does give you a really good time to, just think about things and process. And I definitely think that it was a long summer of healing in more than one way for me. There were so many physical and mental challenges, and from where I sit now on the other side of this, I am just so full of gratitude. I'm grateful to have gotten through it. I'm proud of myself for my resilience. I'm so grateful for everyone's support, for all the people around me, the people taking care of me, the people reaching out to me, and I'm ready for the next chapter. You can see me now building the shelf that has been my nemesis. This was gonna be my niece's first project. I was determined to get this done because these IKEA shelves arrived right before I left for the vacation that ended up causing the injury. and they had just been literally sitting in my room in Chicago for months, the entire summer while I was recovering in Peoria. And the entire time I was thinking, okay, when I get back, my niece's first big project is to do these shelves, and I done did them. I'm so grateful to have these, especially with my ever-growing inventory of merchandise, so many shipping materials, etc. Part of my recovery process was putting my leg into a leg bending machine, and I had to be in there for 4 hours a day for pretty much the whole summer, so you know I consumed a lot of media. I couldn't really move around much anyway, but like at least the other times I could draw if I wanted to, and it was kind of difficult to draw with like my leg bending like that. I'll put an image up now of something similar, but basically your leg just extended and then contracted, and you would set a degree amount. So I think I started around 20 degrees, and then at the end I was around 115 degrees. I also rewatched about halfway through Downton Abbey. I watched all of The Owl House, which is so good. It's on Disney Plus and Hulu. I loved it. I was so obsessed with it. It took me like a few episodes to really get into it, but once I was in, I was in. Every other week, me and my mommy went to the library, and we had so much fun. I got to read so many different things, but my favorite read out of everything was The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. It was so good and so interesting. I've been trying to read more nonfiction in my adult life because I love consuming fiction so much, and I'm just trying to branch out a little bit. So glad that I did, because this read was so enjoyable. I've never really been able to get hooked into nonfiction media before, and I wouldn't say that I was hooked into the way that I am with a fictional story per se, but I mean, I was picking it up all the time. I had a really good time reading it. I thought it might be self-help oriented to some capacity, which I enjoy, but it actually wasn't at all. I think the reason it was so engaging was because it was just a book full of stories, real stories, that demonstrated the power of habit. If you're also interested in exploring some nonfiction and are looking for an easy and interesting read, I would definitely recommend it. The rest of this video is going to be me unboxing my charms from Zap Creatives. In the clips you're seeing now, I'm getting these guys ready for New York Comic Con, which was in October, and it was so much fun. The news that I got accepted to this convention came at the perfect time. I really needed something to look forward to this summer, and I've applied for this con I think like three or four, and I've never gotten accepted, but this was my first time ever, and it was a great time. I'm actually editing that vlog right now, and we got so much good footage. You can see me going through each bag that they sent and taking out the charms. I might change the way that I assemble these in the future, but as it is right now, I order all of the parts separately and then assemble the keychain. So I order each acrylic piece separately, each of the colorful phone straps separately. You can see me unboxing little charms that I add that I also get separately. The lobster clasp comes separately. It is really time consuming to put these together, and also it's expensive, which is why I might change how it's done in the future, but they always turn out so cute and I love selling them. This is Outro Courtney popping in to record the last little bit for this vlog. I am sick now, so please excuse my voice for this last segment. Thank you so much for your support, for making it through this video. I'm editing some other videos right now and cannot wait to get you with more content soon. I hope that you have an incredible rest of your day. You are so loved and amazing, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye!